Hey Stormers, we're back at the table with turn 4 of the Nightwind, the third scenario in the Outsider campaign by Carl Stevens. You can find the links in the video description. You can also find the links probably somewhere there to previous videos, and at the end to the ones that I can't fit on there, if you know what I mean. Okay, so we start turn 4. First thing, unfortunately, is one Doom token goes on the agenda, which means we now have to advance it. Let's go to 1A. Come on. Focus, focus, focus. Okay, the wind increases its howling, the screams carry through the forest and the force of the sound ripping the remaining leaves from the trees. Gripping onto the nearest trunk, desperately trying not to lose your footing, you are suddenly blinded by a pulse of purplish light brighter than the sun. In the green afterglow with your sight returning, you are aware that a dreadful presence is here with you. Move the Dark Man to the lead investigator's location and resolve his card. Oh, okay, that's going to cause us a few problems. Okay, so the Dark Man is here and he will move to the lead investigator location. We are both in that location. And as we know, if the Dark Man is there, followed closely behind is the Nightwind. So the Nightwind moves to that location. So, starting with the lead investigator, we need to make an agility or a fight test of 4. Well, agility and fight are rubbish for Daisy. So I think we're not going to waste any cards, so I'm pretty sure we're going to fail it. So, unless we get a +2. Okay, what do we get? We get a skull. The skull is basically, it's minus how many cultists. There's one cultist there, so we're at 1 and we needed a 4, so we failed. So we have to take either a damage or a horror. Daisy will take a horror, which will take 1, so that puts it up to 1. And she'll move to the furthest location away. Now, the accursed wood, according to this, is the castle is not in play. Putrid moat, darkened glade, or dark trees. Now, if there's more than one choice, we can choose. So we will choose to go to the darkened glade. That it actually works out quite well. Now we do the same for Skids. Skids needs to, he will use his agility, but he needs to get a 4. What have we got? We get a -1, so we fail also. So we'll take a 1. No, I'll tell you what we'll do. We will put 1 sanity on Leo. Is that a 3 or that's 1? We'll put 1 on sanity on there. So, okay, let's use him up first just in case anything happens to his card. Now, we can move to the furthest location. So where would be the best place to go? Well, I think we need to go to the darkened glade, because next turn, this hunting ghoul now is going to head for sure from the dense forest. He will come to the darkened glade. So we need to put Skids there as well, just to protect Daisy. Okay, that's that done. Let's move on to agenda 2A. He hunts. Oh, that's that is definitely Nyarlathotep. Nyarlathotep. Stalking through the woods, the Dark Man hunts you. His low moaning and gibbering seems to float all about you. His motives unclear except the pressing need to prevent you from completing your work. His allies close in. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy and spawn 1 at the lead investigator's location. Then shuffle the encounter discard pile back into the encounter deck. Oh, things are hotting up now. Let's grab the encounter deck. this advances on 3 Doom. Right, what have we got here? Cultists, straight away. Okay, there is no discard because we shuffled them last time. So, what have we got here? Ghoul Cultist. Okay, there he is. So, let's stick him at the lead investigator's location, which means he will immediately engage with Daisy. We need to do something about that. For sure. And we've still got no weapons. Okay. Okay, so that moves us now into... actually, no, we've not finished this phase yet, have we? Now we need to draw an encounter card for Skids, which is the Ritual Idol. Attach this card to your current location. Test Investigation 3. If passed, place the Ritual Idol in your play area. You may discard the Ritual Idol to prevent the Darkman from moving to your current location. Okay, right. So we'll put that there. So as an action, we can test that to essentially get that card into our hand and prevent the Darkman coming towards us. So that's there. Let's draw one for Daisy. Gathering Doom. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy and spawn it at an empty location. If they're non-available, this gains Surge. Okay, let's do that. Let's bring it back again. That's not one. That's not one. That's not one. That's not one. Okay, there we go. We finally found a cultist. Wizard of the Herald. So, empty location. I think the empty location we will use is Dark Trees. Let's get it out of the way. And I need to remember to shuffle this deck up again. Let's just put that there to remind me. Okay. So, after all that, we move on to the investigative phase. Right, well, I think Skids will definitely go first. And Skids will use one action to engage the Ghoul Cultist into his threat area. Okay, that's done. Now he will use his second action to fight the Ghoul Cultist. So he's got a 3. Skids has got a 3. This is where it all goes wrong because he hasn't got a great deal of fight and he's got no weapons. So maybe Skids is better to evade. Yeah. Skids will evade the Ghoul Cultist. So Skids has got an evade of 4. Let's do there. 4. We need to get 3. So what do we get? A 0. Okay, so we did evade him. Perfect. Okay, so the cultist is evaded. Okay. But he's still engaged with us. Now, that was Skids' first go. Skids' second go is he needs to get a weapon. I'm gonna need to get the clues. Daisy can get the clues. Daisy needs to get those clues and get out of the way. Okay, let's draw a card and see if we can get a weapon. What's this? Daring maneuver. Okay, so we can play that when we succeed at a skill test. Play when you will succeed at a skill test. You get +2 value for that skill test. Okay, that helps you on things where if you needed to succeed by a certain amount, you could just use that once you've succeeded. So let's put that there. That's not really going to help us. So we've evaded. We've drawn a card. I really don't know because I should really move. I should go to the Fell Copse maybe. But that's going to leave the Ghoul Cultist there with Daisy, which we don't want to do. Really don't know. Got to get a weapon. Okay, third action, I'm going to draw another card. Sneak attack. Are there any weapons in here at all? Okay, so that's third action. We draw this card. Fourth action is I'm going to play this card, which is deal 2 damage to an exhausted enemy at your location. So I'm going to play that immediately. I've got 2 resources. I'm going to play that, get rid of the resources, deal 2 damage to this ghoul cultist, and send him off to the beyond. Okay, that is Skids' turn finished. Daisy. Well, Daisy needs to investigate, for sure. So, okay, so let's just go investigation. Full on investigation. It's got an investigate 5, and we need 3. So, what have we got? -1. Okay, well, that's a pass. So, we gain 1 clue. That gives us 3 clues so far. Second action, investigate again. Come on, what have we got? Auto fail. Okay, that's not good. Because I really wanted to get Daisy out of there this turn. Oops, I'm losing my thing. So, third action for Daisy. Again. Come on. -1. Okay, -1 is a pass. We needed 3. We had 5, -1, 4. Okay, so we've got the clues from this location. Let's just grab that clue. So we've got 4 clues of the 6 we require. And both our investigators are still at the darkened glade. We didn't get a chance to pick up the ritual item. Okay, so investigator phase over, enemy phase. Well, the hunting ghoul. First of all, the hunting ghoul is going to move, and it will move to here. Has it got a prey? No. So it can basically engage with any investigator we decide. We will decide it will engage with, of course, Skids, because Daisy needs her hands free. So I'll engage with Skids, and Skids takes now, even though it's not written on there, that's 2 damage, 2 sanity. So Skids will take 2 damage, which will take him to 3, and 2 sanity, which will take him to 2. Okay, Skids looks like he's going to end up being hurt quite a bit. Okay. Nothing else we can do there. So, the Dark Man. The Dark Man is going to move towards our investigators. He has 2 options. Well, I think the quickest way for him to get there, the quickest way for him to get there would be, at the moment he's in the accursed wood, which is here. So the quickest way to get to this location would be to go fell copse and then down into there. He can't go that way, he can't go, well, he could go that way as well. So we can choose. No, let's send him up to the fell copse. So the Dark Man will go to the fell copse. He's there. That is the end of that. The other cultists are not hunters, so they won't do anything. That's the end of the enemy phase. So we'll come to the upkeep phase. We'll reset everything here. Oh no, the hunting ghoul wasn't evaded, that's fine. He was in that location. Is that correct? I think it's correct. Maybe I made a mistake there, but anyway. So we've reset. We will take a resource for Skids. We'll take a resource for Daisy. We will take a card for, come on, are we ever going to get some weapons? Emergency cash. And one for Daisy, which is astral travel. This is quite handy, but we need 3 to use it. Move to any revealed location and reveal a random token from the chaos bag. If you reveal blah 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 blah, you must discard an item ally asset you control if you cannot take 1 damage. Okay, so let's put that on there. That's quite a handy card to have. Basically means we can move to any revealed location on the board. If you remember last time, we could have really done with another one of those in the deck which I haven't put in, and it might have been handy for us to get to the castle gates super quick. But anyway, it is what it is. So, we've done the upkeep phase, everything's in order, everything's sorted. I just need to shuffle up the encounter deck again. Obviously our next plan will be for, Daisy's got the clues from there, she needs to get more clues, maybe travel down to the Blackened Woods. Yes, if we go to the Blackened Woods from here, then she can make her way over to the dense forest. Because there is a route that way. So from Darkened Glades, she can go to the Blackened Woods, then she can head across to the dense forest. That may get us, with a bit of luck, that may get us enough clues. Yes, we'll see what happens. Okay, thanks for watching, like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else you'd like to see me mess up and play. And I'll catch you on the next turn. Bye for now.